Okay, so over there, that's a second polytunnel cover which I removed I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and that's waiting to go back on because that's the good one. Well, when I say it's a good one, I mean it was better than the first one. So the first one, I've had to take it off sideways here because I knew that these containers here were bowing out with the weight of the water. But what I hadn't realised is that this nut and bolts come undone here. And the reason for that would have been because the weight of the water was bowing out into it. So I'll need to do some work on that, but in order to do that, I'll need to move this and empty this out. So what I need to do, which is what I was planning to do anyway, was remove everything from here. So it's like easier to remove once I've got the polytunnel cover off because I can just go out sideways. And then all of these water containers, I need to empty those as well. Then I'll be able to lift them off and get them out of the way too. And then I can remove the weed control sheet and then go back to fixing the polytunnel, putting that cover on, and then planting this out. Because what I'm planning of doing is putting a few of those Atlantic giant pumpkins in here, cucumbers, a few chilies. Really, I would like to have tomatoes as well, but I might not have room for those because I think cucumbers take preference over tomatoes because tomatoes can. Well, I'll have plenty of cut tomatoes in the front garden anyway, and then I've got a couple other things that because apparently I think Cape gooseberries they like, or physalis, they like as much heat as you can throw at them. So I'm going to put them in this polytunnel too, because it's very ridiculous. I got a second polytunnel in order to give me more room, but basically all that happened was I moved everything from this polytunnel into that one, so I didn't really have all that much room anyway. And that's in a lot more shadier position, which I suppose is okay on bright days like today, because it means we don't get up to 40 Celsius or whatever in that one. But all of my chilies and aubergines in there, they haven't really been thriving, I'd have thought, because they're not getting too much light. So we'll see how we go. And once I remove this polytunnel sheet, then that'll give me room to start planting things out there. And also the other thing I need to do is sort out these brambles. I cut all the brambles in the neighbour's garden a month ago, but they've come back, so we need to have another go at that. And this time, now we know which ones are growing, which ones aren't, I'll put a bit of effort into digging some of them up, even if I was told not to, because right. Okay, so that's the plan for the day. Boom, 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 boom.